Always a born loser, in all ways. An Untold Story by Eragon. Book 1. Childhood Days. 0 to 12. Book 1. Chapter 4. Sibling Rivalry and Enduring Singapore's Education Rat Race. It was always a competition between my brother and I. He was diligent and hard-working, and I was playful and smart-working. Thus, my parents treasured him too much and gave in to all his whims and fancies. Whatever he said was gospel truth for both of them, as he was a smart straight-A student. He did extremely well in PSLE, primary school leaving exam, and got a place in Raffles Institution, the top boys' school in Singapore in the 70s. This made my parents so proud, and it was a proven fact that anyone entering Raffles Institution would one day graduate out of National University of Singapore. Well, that was very true in my brother's case. I, on the other hand, was just an average kid getting A's and B's in primary school. Always there were comparisons and scoldings for not being like my brother. There were times when I failed a subject and my dad would give me a good whipping. My dad was actually a loving father. After all that whipping, he would sit me down on his lap and advise me to study harder. Better still, he would bring only me out to the cinema to watch a movie, and I always ended up with a big bar of Cadbury in my hands. Due to my brother's diligence, he always got the best of everything from my dad. The best stationery set, the most expensive Parker pens and geometry boxes. All I got was hand-me-downs from my brother, as I was an average student only. Although we lived in a flat, surrounding us were little villages. There were so many people to play with, and my most favorite friends were from an Eurasian family. They had 2 kids around my age. Plus, they made the best fruitcakes and cookies. I was always first in their list to taste it. Well, maybe that's why I grew a loving for fruitcakes and ended up baking them as my hobby. The Eurasian family had a chicken cum duck farm behind the flat. Plus, there were many guavas, mango, and rambutan trees. Actually, behind the flat was an open land, and every household took their share and planted trees or reared farm animals. Most probably we were the only ones who didn't do anything, as my father was allergic to animals. It was my turn to do PSLE, and to my own surprise, I did quite well and got all A's. This got me a seat into Anderson Secondary School, which was also one of the top schools in Singapore in the 70s. Thank you for listening to this Born Loser's life history. Till we meet in the next chapter, lots of love and take care. If you found this story inspiring, or relating to you in some way, or plain old amusing, please like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. I can be reached at Eragon070164@gmail.com.